Hi, I'm looking back through some of my old stuff on Tumblr, and my videos on my laptop, and I wanted to read this thing that I put on Tumblr that I reblogged. It was something I posted a while ago, and then I reblogged it again, um, and I just wanted to read that. So it says, I can't provide you with a cure. Hell, I can't even provide the treatment anymore. I can't even fix myself, but I'm trying. Please try. Not for me. Try for you. Try for all the things you will do. Try for the people you have met and will meet. All the people who have, do, and will love you. Try to see that the world is not just a misogynistic, sexist, gay-bashing, car-crashing shitstorm of polluted words, glow-shuttered eyes, and piercing tongues. There are kind hearts with voices to cover you, like a warm blanket on a frigid night, hands like pillars supporting your structure. You're everything. You are your everything, and don't let anyone tell you different. Help yourself. I know I can't provide a cure. I know I can't provide a treatment, but I can't always see when you want me to try. Run. Run to me. Don't hide. Don't rip yourself to shreds, bleeding out those hurtful words, buzzing in the back of your skull, screaming in your ears, flowing through your veins. Let me help you be the best. Let me help you the best way I can. Silently. I will listen if you need, but just let me be there. And then maybe you will hear yourself, the you are to become. As soon as you hear them, turn. Fold your arms around them. Don't let them go. Never let them go. Merge. Do not lose yourself to the future. Do not lose your future in the now. Everything about you is important. You are beautiful. Try. Stay. Breathe. It will be okay. And I don't know why, but that makes me really calm, and it's yeah, I have a good idea of things that work and don't work and things that are going on in my life, right? And I'm sorry, I'm also taking off jewelry while I'm doing this. I'm weird. I like to fiddle around with things. But anyway, no, I'm in this mood where I want to think back on how much I've grown and how different I am and how similar I am to how I was. I looked at and then uploaded a video back from December of 2013, and I was like, wow, that I've turned into the person that I didn't want to be in that moment, and that really sucks. So I'm gonna reevaluate some things. Try to be not as shitty a person. I still try not to be a shitty person. It still sucks. I mean, it's still really complicated with what's going on. And it's not like no one's trying, but it's also, I can see why they don't. Wow, why am I yawning? Don't try with that person that I was talking about. But anyway, friendship is hard, and I'm trying to be a good person. So, yeah, I kind of just made that to read that post, I guess. I don't think I really have anything else, that I was going to say, because I just, there's just so much, like, just, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I had some friendship issues earlier this semester as well, actually, before this con. Not friendship issues, but just some doubts, some worries. I I don't know. It was all weird. And friends are hard, and communication is hard, and I'm just an awkward person. But I try to feign knowing how to do things and knowing how to talk to people, and I get by, I guess. And everything's fine now. But it was really ridiculous, and sometimes I wish that people could handle themselves better, and that I could handle myself better, and that I could help people handle themselves better, so that we can all just handle ourselves really well and logically, without letting too many emotions get in the way when a situation calls for responsibility and thought and planning, proper planning, that won't get people hurt. Anyway, I'm not angry about any of it anymore, because what's past is past, and what's done is done, and I just hope that nothing like that happens in the future, and that Everything can be worked out ahead of time, in future instances. Um, I know that's all really vague, and you're probably just like, what are you even talking about, Nat? Huh. Well, I don't even know. So, don't worry about it. But I just kind of wanted to reflect on that post, the post that I read, the post that I made, because it makes me feel a little bit better about everything, that I feel like I'm someone that people can go to, and I hope I'm someone that people feel comfortable talking to, because I just want to listen and I want to understand people's points of view, and I want to make sure that everything's okay. I want to make sure that if someone needs me to help communicate a point to another person, that I can mediate, that I can try to get everyone to see on a level playing field. I'm not saying that I want that person to completely concede to your side, or that I want to be a person that's like, I'm going to force you back into friendship, because I don't want that. If it's a toxic friendship, I want you to step back and reevaluate it and be like, is this really a healthy thing? Do I need to cut off contact? That's also really vague, but I do have specific people in mind. And that's with multiple people. But I just want to make sure that everyone's fine. And I feel like I am in a place right now where that's really hard to do, but I still want to do it. I've been so caught up in my own shitstorm of classwork, and then I had a falling out myself a few days ago. That sounds weird, but I was so distraught. I was doing this work for Spanish, and I was just like, I literally sat here in my room that morning just banging my head on the wall. Not like, I mean, I was like sitting with my back to the wall, and I was just like, I just kind of hit my head a couple times, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is so stupid. But I was like crying and like typing up this paper, and it was all really crazy. Not not crazy in a sense of like, wow, I'm insane, but crazy in like that stress, that work, that college, it's something that should be so normal and should be something that acclimates you to an adult lifestyle, just kind of pushes this responsibility on you and pushes this stress on you, and it's like, see how much you can handle all at once. And it's like, that's not how this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be a time where I'm growing into myself, where I'm easing into things, where you're saying, here, let me help you to learn how to do this, instead of saying, do this thing and then maybe I'll help you after you're done with it. Or do this thing and I don't care if you're going to turn in late, but you're not going to get points for it, because that's how the real world works. And it's like, no, there are compromises in the real world, and I don't do this all the time. I'm not a person who likes to put things off like I do sometimes, but I don't like to. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling of, wow, I have to catch up on something because I didn't do it when I first got it assigned to me. And like, that's what I want my professors to understand, is that I try to be a responsible person. I try to be balanced, but there's only so much I can do as a human being. Number one, as a human being. And they should know that. I know they have their own problems, especially the professor I was having problems with. But like, I want them to know I have limits as a human, as a person, as a person who can be low on resources at times, a person who has health complications that sometimes I spend hours trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong. Like, why is this happening? And I'm so distressed and so distraught over the fact that I can't even control that simple aspect of my life that I've been dealing with for 11 years, almost 11 years, and like, I can't even deal with that. And it's like, well, how am I supposed to be in a place where I can be like, oh yeah, I can finish your homework because I can take care of myself, I can be a responsible adult and take care of my health, but I can't. I try my hardest, but I can't. I don't know, it's all really weird, and I wish that as adults, teachers, professors, doctors, whatever, would try to understand, like, that there's only so much that one person can do, so much that one person can handle, and even with a support system, there's not enough time for what they try to give you, what they try to tell you to do. You don't have the mental capacity to handle oodles of stress every single day of your life when you did not plan on that. You were like, I'm gonna have a few breaks here and there. Maybe I can enjoy some time after class. No, you can't. You have to start on your homework. You have to start on your project. You have to start on your readings. You have to start on your essay. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your health. You have to make sure that your family is okay. You have to make sure that your friends are okay. You have to do everything under the sun except for take care of your mental state. And that's really ridiculous, and I think that a better system could be implemented for that. And I know this rant like went way off track, but I feel like I need to talk about this because even though I feel like I'm in a good place right now, even though I feel like I'm in a good mental state at this point, it could all come crashing down tomorrow because I think on these things, I dwell on these things, and I'm like, how is this even fair? Like, what am I even working for? And I know what I'm working for. I'm working to blend into the society that fucks you over. I'm working so I can try to get a good job in a society that fucks you over when it comes to jobs, when it comes to education, when it comes to money, especially not just in terms of do you have an education, but are you a male or a female? Are you black? Are you Hispanic? Are you white? Are you from a poor neighborhood? Are you from a rich neighborhood? Do you have connections? Where have you worked before? Do you have experience? Do you work well with people? Can you work well with people? How much stress, how much can we get you to do before you crack? Like, I feel like because I feel like that's what it is here. How much can we get you to do before you crack? And it's like, that's not what this is supposed to be. So, like, to prepare me for the real world, that's not what this is supposed to be. And I feel like if that's the real world, I don't want it. I'm not saying that I don't want to live in it. I'm just saying I don't want that concept to poison my brain. I want to know that I have a secure job. I want to know that I have a job that treats me just like it treats a cishet white male from upper class America or middle class America. Like, I'm a lower middle class mixed queer woman. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm not going to get treated as fairly, and that's why I want to kind of start my own business, but I don't know what I want to do. Like, I know that a good idea for getting money when I get out of here would be to get an accounting degree, like, outside of this college. I want to major in mathematics here and minor in Spanish. That way I have the language background, I have a math background, and then I'm going to go to, like, a specific accounting class and get a degree for that, and that's how I want to make my money. I want to make my money in accounting, but then I don't know if that's going to be a secure thing. I don't know if they're still going to need accountants by the time I get out of college. I'm definitely not going to graduate school, so, and that's because I can't afford it. And this alum came in to talk to us today about graduate school and math graduate schools, and he made it seem like, oh, they're going to help you with this if you do this, and they're going to help you with this if you do this. And it's like, well, what if I don't do that? And then how much is that going to cost in total? And am I going to get any money back for this? Like, I don't think I would. I don't think I would, because that's always how it ends up. They're like, oh, we have so much for you, and then they don't. Because, oh, we have so many other people to cater to that we can't give everything to you. And that's fine. Like, I understand it, but that's what comes with living in a capitalistic society where not everyone is treated fairly. You can't provide for everyone, and that's fine, I understand. But there's such a surplus of people and so little money, and so much money being put into unnecessary things, that it's like, well, no wonder I have to pay so much to go to college, and no wonder in France they can go to college for 400 to 800 euros a year. Like, I don't understand. Why do I have to pay tens of thousands of dollars a year to go, like
This money could be used for so many better things. I could be helping my parents finish paying, well, my parents could have extra money to pay bills. I could just own an apartment, whatever, with this money. Like, what am I doing? And I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I can get a job to support myself in the future. And in the long term, it's going to work out. But, like, right now, it totally sucks. And college is just it's so good and it's so bad all at once. And it's like, wow, this, even though this isn't the reality I want, this is reality. And it's like, whoa, it's not that shocking. I've known for a while. But it's like, it's just crazy. Like, thinking about dualities and, like, everything. It's crazy. It makes me feel crazy. Like, think about it. Think about all the good and bad that comes from everything you do and, like, everything you say and everything that the world is. Just like, whoa. Like, think about all of the successful people it produces and think about all the backlash those people get sometimes, and then think about all of the, like, I wouldn't say not successful people, but think about all the homeless people, think about all the poor people, think about all the people who are getting fucked over in other countries. And it's like, but think about how kindly they can view the world sometimes, or how optimistically, I guess is the word. I wouldn't say that, but just, I don't know. And it's crazy. I feel like I should be, like, kind of talking to someone about this, like, instead of just kind of ranting it out, because I don't get any feedback on what I'm saying. I don't get any kind of confirmation of, like, yeah, I know what you mean, but, like, it's in my own head. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, right? But no, the world is a crazy place. College is a crazy place, and I am stressed and happy to be here, and I should probably get some sleep soon, because it's like 1 in the morning, and I did not plan on making videos tonight. I planned on going to bed 2 hours ago. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, so that's that. There have been like 5 subjects covered in this video. I am so sorry. And here come Nat's long rants again, I guess. But yeah. So, basically, world isn't black and white. It's a whole bunch of gray. Try to be a good person, and maybe one day we can make everything super bright. Hooray for subtle optimism. Catch you on the flip side. Don't even ignore me.